ahead and do that new swing for me. Okay, good. One more time. Okay, this time I want you to bring it halfway back and stop it. Okay. Just right there, come. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then now go up to the top and swing. Okay, but hit them and do it one more time. Where you go to the 3 position and stop. Come back down a little bit for the 3. 3 is when the left arm is parallel to the ground. Okay. Okay, good. And then now go up and through. So you're going to go up to the top of the swing and then down. Okay, whenever you're comfortable. Just try to make it feel, I don't care about the ball, just try to swing out a ball with that new swing. Much better. Your hands were above the shoulders then. Now your attention is just, is racing. I mean, your mind is just, you're not going to be able to have a calm mind while you're working on this right now. Could be a lot of anxiety. Don't worry about it. You're just working on the shape.
Hi, Brent. Wanted to just quickly send this to you and show you the side-by-side. This is with the iPad, so the resolution is not as good as it is with my other camera. But on the left is your swing before I worked with your swing plane a little bit. You can see how when you get this position, your shaft gets just almost super flat here. And you want to try to keep that handle always pointing at the golf ball. As you continue back, shaft now goes the opposite way. It starts getting behind the golf ball. And you can see how low your hands are and how far behind your shoulder your hands are here. Then we worked a little bit on the swing on the right. It's a little better here. And you can see if I drew a line off your shoulder here, how your hands are a lot higher on the right. The ideal position will even be a little bit more on top of that shoulder to begin with. Ideally, I like to have this left arm pass right through your shoulder line, right through your right shoulder. Brent, this is your swing when you were doing the drills, where I had you take it halfway back and stop, and then take it to the top. So the one on the right, you're actually swinging at a golf ball, but you are going through those little backswing drills that I had you do. You can see how your left arm is in such a different position. It's still kind of in front of your chest. That's ideal. This is the 3 position of the golf swing. This is when the left arm is parallel to the ground. In your ball swing before we started working on this, your left arm was so far behind you that you could not have any correct swing path from there. You would have to have so many compensation moves in order to get back to the golf ball that you would never be very consistent. This position on the right is almost perfect. I'm now going to take you up to the top of the swing. You can see how your hands are going just straight up. The shaft was just at a little bit different angle. And so now this left arm is passing right through your right shoulder. So the correct position of the left arm at the top of the backswing, it should pass right through the right shoulder when the camera is set up behind you like this. Your left arm is way below the shoulder, so there's a huge difference there. So that's excellent. Now, Brent, I'm comparing your swing to Grant Waite, who played PGA Tour during the 90s. Is now and at that time was considered having one of the best swings in golf, is now considered one of the best golf instructors for the tour players. I've got both you and Grant stopped in the 3 position when the left arm is parallel to the ground. And your swing on the right is when we were doing those drills where I had you kind of stop at the 3 and then take it up and try to get a feel for that new position. You can see where Grant's club is pretty close to pointing at the golf ball when it's in this position, and yours is in a very similar position. The swing that you had before we adjusted this a little bit, your club shaft was almost flat back there. So that's a much better 3 position. There's a small difference in that you still take it back in this direction a little bit more than Grant does. His hands are still even. They're kind of even with the shoulder right there, and your hands are a little bit behind that shoulder right there. But it's still so much better than what it was before you started working on these drills. So that looks really good. As I take it up to the top of the swing, I'll take Grant up there first. Hands get above the shoulder. And this right arm is passing right through his right shoulder. And you are in a very similar position. You can see how your left arm is covering up that right shoulder, so it's on that line. Your other swing, your arm was way down here. So as you go forward and work on your swing a little bit, this would be certainly one of the primary pieces of the swing that I would work on in getting that left arm to be able to get into this position comfortably through repetition. Right now it's an awkward feeling because it's so brand new, but once you can do this comfortably where your mind isn't distracted by thinking about doing it, then you'll be able to put your mind back on the golf ball and have a better opportunity to hit it solid. So this is going to require some work, but because you were able to do it so quickly, I'm very confident you can get to this new position.